Hey, Ben Smith back with the Sportsplex and Healthcare Express Physical Therapy. I'm a physical therapist. I'm going to talk to you today about shoulder stability. So when we're talking about shoulder stability, we're talking about that shoulder joint not moving and slipping and popping and grinding in places that it shouldn't when you're doing the activities that you really want to do. So typically, the two culprits for that are going to be tightness in areas that they shouldn't be tight, which we've already talked about in the previous video. And now we want to talk about two things. We want to talk about this rotator cuff complex back here that's a really big stabilizer, being nice and strong, and coordinating that movement and what that looks like. So the first thing is you've got to be able to find neutral posture with your shoulder blades and let them sit where they're supposed to sit. Because as we talked about previously, that has a lot to do with your really far-reaching overhead movements. If those are moving down and out of the way and kind of facing up and letting that glenohumeral joint, that golf ball, move where it's supposed to. So this is how you're going to figure out if you can get there or not. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands flat on your chest like this. And you can see when I do that, it's going to naturally move my shoulders back just a little bit. Not real pronounced, but just enough where you can feel it. So again, if I just let my arms down, a little bit rounded maybe, as I go back like this, and then I just relax my arms, I'm in a nice neutral position and I'm good to go to start with my shoulder workout. So this is one of those things that you want to do, kind of readdress it, rethink about it, take a mental note of where are my shoulders at as I'm doing these overhead movements. So while they're backing down like this, imagine going overhead and then driving your shoulder blades down into your back pockets. It seems counterintuitive because it's an overhead movement and you're pressing up, but really think about pushing those shoulder blades down and back. When you do that, you're going to get stronger, faster with your exercises. You're going to have less pain with what you're doing, and you're going to have healthier shoulders long term. So here's a real quick overview, a real quick glance of just some general rotator cuff strengthening exercises that you can do and what that looks like with neutral scapular position. So same thing, I've just got a band right here. You can use pulleys, bands, weights, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to find that neutral position. There it is right there. I'm going to keep my shoulder blades locked down. And then I'm going to go three different ways. So I'm going to go straight back and keep my shoulder blades there as they go back forward. And then I'm going to go up to my face this way. Face pulls, these are really popular now, you see them a lot. YouTube, other places. And then I'm going to go back, keep them there, and rotate backwards. Just like that. The whole time really thinking about my shoulder blades, keeping them back, keeping them down, not letting them ride up close to my ears, not letting them get rounded. You'll see people have a lot of pain with bench press, that last motion. You're going to see them really push out really far. So sideways, instead of having this nice position right here, push out and that's it. You're going to see their shoulders start really rounding forward and then they push. They're relying more on their anterior deltoids, these bigger movements, than on these stabilizers back there. Go through those, see what it feels like. Be conscious of your movements during the workouts. If there's anything that you can't figure out, that you need help with, strains, pains, aches, anything like that seems kind of weird, a little bit off, come by and see us at Physical Therapy. We'd be glad to help you out.